Welcome back everyone to Cheese to Grandmaster. We have indeed already achieved Grandmaster. We're currently at rank 97. Our next goal obviously is top 69. We have about 200 MMR left to climb. Let's do it. Mr. Miyagi, a Protoss for the first match. Oh, that's perfect because I always try to think of some cheeses before the show because at this point we're already like 35 cheeses in or something. And the first build I came up with was a build against Protoss, so that's perfect. Now if you guys remember, the last episode was an absolute disaster. It was just chaos and I was losing so many games and it was just, you know, I almost had a mental breakdown. So today my goal, first of all, is to prevent the mental breakdown part. That would be very nice. So I'm gonna try to execute my cheeses cleanly. I'm gonna try to not be fooled too much and just, yeah, make it a little bit easier on myself. So that is gonna be harder as my MMR is a bit higher. But we do have a slightly nice warm-up game here. Opponent was 5.2k MMR, a little bit below me. So in the last episode, the first game I played against someone who was 4.7k, which is 800 MMR below my account, and I was still in a very tough spot. So maybe it doesn't matter that much, who knows. Now for this game, I have a nice tank push in mind. If you guys watched my speedrunning SC2 episodes back in the day, and with back in the day, I mean probably about half a year ago, I want to say. I like to do this build a lot. It's a tank push that hits really fast, and I've actually won a lot of games with it. I'm not sure how it went for me in the speedrunning episodes. I think I did lose a game. I actually lost a decent amount to Protoss in that series. Because, you know, it is really hard to cheese Protoss. I feel like cheesing Zergs and Terrans goes a lot easier. But when you play against Protoss and they have batteries and stuff, it does become a lot more difficult. Honestly, as you would expect, right? But this game I'm going to go for a nice tank push. And this is a build I feel pretty good about. Obviously, there are some weaknesses, like maybe like DTs, for example, can always be scary. But yeah, we'll find out. I'm trying to remember how I do this build. I think I'm supposed to go for the reactor before the factory and then get a proxy factory down. Oh, I can already make... He's kind of messing up this blocking a little bit. Okay, so this person does have a nexus, which is nice. That's the first thing. If you scout a Protoss, I'm always afraid, you know. If there's no nexus, even if my anti-cheese is not that bad, it's still scary. Now, I haven't seen a probe yet. The point of me going back all the way with the... Oh, it's here, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hide it. The point of coming back with the SCV is so he sees that you're coming back. But he came back too late, so I already have to go towards my proxy location. Not the best proxy location ever, but we'll see. I'm gonna make a double gas. Now, this build is not the best on this map, and the main reason for that is just that there's no ramp on the natural. This build... I have absolutely no money for a bunker. It's 100% all in. I don't have any money to spare. So if he sends a stalker across, we might be a little bit sad. But besides that, you know, it is a pretty big map. Maybe they won't be aggressive and that would be ideal for me. If you guys do enjoy the cheeses, by the way, if you enjoy the entertainment and the education, because obviously I know you guys are going to steal these cheeses, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out. Become a member if you really love me. Or just subbing to the channel. Make sure you don't miss any more videos yourself is good enough. I appreciate anything you guys decide to do for me. No way, I did let it in. Oh no, guys. This is actually a disaster. Now he knows I'm proxying. Okay, well that was my... Actually, I'm not sure how it happened because I thought I selected my depots. I probably just lifted only one of them. I'm gonna kill the adept, which is nice, but the scout for him is bigger than losing the adept, right? Like this scout was massive for him. But I think this build does still hit pretty hard, so it doesn't have to mean it's over yet. I did forget my tech lab for a few seconds because of the chaos. That is slightly unfortunate. Now, I would start my medevac already, but a tank actually takes 2 seconds longer to build than a medevac, so I might as well make the tank first. Not even sure... Wait, did I forget a depot? Guys. Yeah, I can launch one almost at the same time. Man, this build execution has... Oh my goodness. He found me. It has not been very clean for me. I think I'm gonna drop a depot. Maybe with some micro? Yo, tanks are strong. Gee, okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna save me 2 seconds, really, because that depot would have finished. Now, he did scout me, which means he's gonna make a lot of batteries. And this could potentially be tough. Though, nothing crazy has happened yet. I'm gonna actually pull a lot of SCVs, you know, just to keep it cheesy. Normally, with this, you can actually just pull 5 SCVs, and it's already pretty good. But since I'm kind of, you know, I was going to say in an all-in mood, but realistically it's just part of the show to be as cheesy as I can. So I'm just going to pull all of them instead, see if it works. It's probably a little bit less smart considering this person scouted me. So he's going to be... Wait, Why is he there with his units? He is insane. He doesn't want to defend his base? Are you sure about that? I mean, interesting. Okay. He doesn't even have a battery. Oh, he does have a battery again. Yeah. Oh, he has another pylon covering that. I think I might just kill the robo here. Did he recall that? No, he didn't. Hey, what the hell is he doing then? I'm actually so confused right now. What is going on here? Why did he just ignore my freaking my attack? And this looks terrible for him. He's losing so many probes. Wait, is he gonna kill that with... No, right? Please don't. Oh my goodness. Wait, I actually killed all of his stalkers somehow. How did the stalkers die? To that one tank? Well, this is actually crazy. Wasn't there like 4 stalkers alive? So the probes actually killed the tank somehow. Now let's see what happens to these stalkers. Oh, the tank got 1 more volley. That killed like 3 stalkers. Holy crap. And then the last tank comes in. Alright, so this person scouted me. He made a very weird decision to attack my proxy just as I was moving out. And he was also banking a very lovely 1400 minerals, which definitely helped me. But it was a good start. I'm not going to complain. Let's continue. Alright, a Zerg this time. Okay, so... I saw someone mention in a comment that I haven't done the Serral destroying proxy four-rax yet. So I think I'm going to pull it out here. Now I actually have a guide on this build. And the upside of this build is that it requires pretty much 0 skill. And the downside is that if my opponent does a counter build, I will also have nothing to do. You know, if they dual pull first with 6 Zerglings or go 1 base roaches, there will be absolutely nothing I can do about it. So very susceptible to blind counters. But at the same time, it doesn't require skill and it can beat literally anyone in the world. And I'm gonna hopefully demonstrate that here as well. A beautiful proxy four-rax. If you guys are wondering, you only send out 3 SCVs. That is correct, because a proxy four-rax, you build all the barracks with just 3 SCVs. Now this map was actually pretty long, so my SCV is gonna arrive a little bit late. Maybe I'll just make the barracks here, who cares. It's so far away anyway, I might as well, you know. It's actually a really long walk. I didn't think it was gonna be that far, to be honest. So let's see. I can make 1 more SCV. Like, I don't really typically do this build a lot on the ladder. As you can imagine, this is like a... It looks like one. It's a special occasion build, you know? Like, this is not something I just, like, pull out of my pocket to do on a ladder game against a random Zerg to get plus 18 MMR. No, this is like a... This is like a Game 5 qualifying match against Serral, and I'm desperate kind of build, you know? So I don't exactly know the timings always, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to make 1 more barracks. Looking at the timings, I could have made this SCV earlier, but it might also be that this barracks is late, and that's why. But this is pretty much what it looks like. You get the Marines going, and then I make 1 depot with this guy. But I might have to make the Marine first. Or maybe even these Marines too. Let's see. Obviously, I do need to get the depot down at some point. I'll make it now. And I don't want to waste the mining time of these guys, right? So I'm going to make everything at the proxy. And then the main purpose of this build is just to save enough Marines. Wait for your opponent to be saturated on like a hatch first. Be on the natural, making their queen, and then you walk in. Normally with proxy racks, you always want to go early and put on pressure. With this build, you want to save a little bit. And I feel like you can clearly see why this build sucks against pull first. Because look at my main base. If 6lings run in there... Yeah, my life in this game is pretty much over, you know. Here we go. Even making the 3rd base. This is what I love about this build, guys. Like, sometimes, like Zergs, Overlords arrive at your base pretty late, you know. Like, people, they don't drone scout. So then you get stuff like this, where they're already making a 3rd base. I think it's so funny, always. Now, I know my timings. He's already making a spine. I can actually kill that spine. I'll just stay on the natural. If he wants to stay here, so be it. I can actually kill the queen. That's what you usually do, too. Normally you wait on the natural until the queen is finished. And then you go up. But in this case I killed the overlord first. And then the queen was already finished. So yeah. Now at this point I could actually pull more SCVs from home. Because I'm supply blocked. But I think I won't even need to be honest. And obviously in this case I would prefer to micro rather than looking at my main base to pull the SCVs. And I'm gonna lose some supply anyway here. So there you go, guys. The lowest skill build of all time. I've beaten people with this in tournaments, but I'm not going to pretend it's hard. This is literally the lowest skill build you can do. Please don't torture Zergs too much with it on the ladder, but go out and have some fun, okay? Okay, another Protoss here. I definitely want to do some kind of proxy. But what proxy is cool enough? I feel like we could maybe vibe out and do something really insane like Proxy Cloak Banshee. Oh no, actually I have an idea. I'm gonna do a legendary build for my stream that I've only done once and no one remembers. I'm gonna do like world's fastest hellion drop, okay? See if that... I'm curious if that works. This is a build I was doing in Wings of Liberty. And back then it would work pretty well because no one knew how to position their buildings and stuff. But basically what I do is I go for super fast hellions, like really fast. Gas first, one base, double gas. And then proxy is starport and get hellions in my opponent's main as fast as possible. And there's definitely some things that would be good against it, like a regular Stargate. Or maybe even someone sending their units across the map early, like an Adept or Stalker and stuff, to damage my units would be annoying. But we'll see. I'm always like, maybe you guys can tell, at the start of these games, I'm always trying so hard, you know, like making my brain move to come up with a new cheese, because I really want to show you guys as many new cheeses as possible. Just, you know, not just so you can learn from them, but it's also just fun. Like, I feel like it'd be a nice record, like it's nice for the show. That maybe at some point, I'm not sure if I'll get this far, but at some point that I'll have done 50 different cheeses or something like that, you know. I'm not keeping track personally. I think I've almost done a different cheese for every game, so I would guess I've probably done like 30 or 35 different cheeses. Obviously, I do differentiate between like a proxy 3-rax and a proxy 4-rax, right? Like just as an example, I don't think I have done a proxy 3-rax against Zerg. I don't know, I did a proxy 2-rax, but not proxy 3, but for me, those are actually different cheeses, so just so you guys know, before you guys call me a scammer, for me, those are actually different. I'm gonna scout with this low HP SCV, which is probably a bad idea because that's gonna make the starport and that would get one-shot by an Adept, which would be a little bit tragic to say the least. You know what I was actually thinking about, by the way, guys? If you guys didn't know, I'm on Medify, a coaching platform where I do personal coaching. And I was thinking about just adding a bunch of courses where I just teach like 1,000,000 cheeses, basically. Like, I wonder if that would be something you guys are interested in. Because playing StarCraft normally is fun, but it's always a grind. But doing like 1,000,000 different cheeses, that actually sounds like it would make StarCraft pretty fun. Which I think that is the thing a lot of you guys are looking for. Trying to spark the joy in StarCraft. Because I know StarCraft can sometimes be a little bit of a tough and even lonely experience if you're grinding it out on the ladder. Trying your serious builds and all that. I'm gonna make my starport here. I also need to make a depot. Like, Heli is built so fast, I would actually get instantly supply blocked. Yeah, I'm just worried. I sent out such a low HP SCV. And I think it would be pretty logical for my opponent to scout, because he saw I was on one base. Now, one base proxy starport is not a normal build, but in my experience, if people don't know what's going on, they will just respond to it by scouting in random places to see if they maybe find something, right? So that might be what this guy is gonna do. I'm actually gonna go cloak banshees after this. Or I could go for a liberator. Wait, he should really be attacking this hellion. Okay. Okay, that hellion, you can go. And then make another... Can I repair this quick? Please, quick. Kill it. Where's the adept? You die already. Where is it? Okay. I'm gonna sneak this one back home. Hope that works. The adept might actually be on the watchtower. That would be a bit annoying. No, it's not on the watchtower. Yo, this timing is actually gonna work out pretty well. I don't have space for my tech lab though. There we go. And then these two hellions are gonna go into the natural. And this is a pretty... This might be the dankest cheese I've done yet. Who expects hellions this fast in the main? He does have an oracle. But he's gonna lose a lot of probes. And I can always micro this. There we go, he's activated it. And then we're gonna hide. Still activated. Okay. Oh, that is a wall. That is a bit annoying for me. But we'll see. Maybe I can find a way through. He made a Phoenix as second unit, so he won't be able to pulsar beam this. Oh, it's gonna hurt real bad. Let's go. These hits are insane. Oh, a big one. Another big one. Dude, there's so much damage being done here. I did lose the hellions at the front. I should probably switch now. Let's see. I have 4 hellions left. Oh, wait, where are oh, there's the other 2. Now, this Banshee may be a big mistake because it could just be a waste of money. Like, if he looks for it, it could actually be a massive waste of money. Like, he must know the starport is somewhere, right? Now, what I'm hoping for with these hellions is that he actually kills the battery because he wants to go out of his base because he took so much damage, and then I can get in. Ah, it actually worked! No way! Dude, I swear. Sometimes I feel like I'm a hacker. Like, I'm doing commentary and at the same time the stuff happens, you know. Well, he's clearly attacking me, so I might as well stay in my mid. Wait, does he have a single probe? I think he might not have a single probe. That is insane. Okay, I even have 2 Banshees behind this. Now I actually don't have to be worried about anything at all. I can probably lock onto the thing. Yeah. Like, the thing is, I can just pull all of my workers here and there's just nothing to worry about. And then I surround the Adepts. There we go. I guess I should send these Banshees back because... Maybe repair this? Can I out-repair 1 Stalker with that? 2 Stalkers? Probably not. Nah, that's a lot of damage, actually. Alright. I did actually really like the follow-up with the Banshees. Maybe I want to try this cheese again later. Like, this is actually pretty cool. There we go. Did he actually have 0 probes? Yeah, he had 0 probes. We did it. 10 minerals, 1 gas, and 0 probes. Now, that's beautiful, guys. 34 probes killed with the Hellion drop. Well, another cheese that just worked perfectly. Another one for the book. Write it down, guys. Use it in your games. And for us, let's play some more. Hey, a 5-4 Zerg. Alright. What is a nice cheese we can do against this Zerg? I guess since we were proxy raxing anyway, maybe this game I could actually do the proxy 3-rax. And then we have completed all the proxy raxes basically. Because I did proxy 2-rax against Bio Ice, I believe. And then I did proxy 4-rax just now against, I forgot who the person was. Maybe it was a Bark. I don't think it was a Bark. I think it was just a 5-1 Zerg that I don't remember the name of. Well, we haven't done proxy 3-rax yet, so with this one, I can nicely round it out. Now, as usual, I don't quite remember the timings because I don't proxy rax on the ladder. But I think I roughly know how to do it. Now, proxy 3-rax works a bit different because you actually want to attack straight away. But I'm still going to make them far. I'm just really scared of being scouted by an Overlord here. This looks like a nice place for a proxy 3-rax. And then, as always, I made a guide on this, guys. If you really want to know how to do the proxy rax against Zerg properly, check out the guide. It's called Ultimate Proxy Rax Guide 2020, something like this. 2022, I mean. It was actually pretty recent. But in any case, you have to hide the third barracks a bit further back. Oh, here's the AFK SCV. I was looking for it. Do you guys use this, by the way? The F1 button? I think it's so useful. I feel like there's a lot of new players that don't know about it, but you can just select all your idle workers with that. And you can even, if there's like 11, you can even do Control F1 and select them all, which is really nice. Now, with a proxy 3-rax, you want to make the third further back, because the way you execute it looks like a proxy 2-rax. But the third rax makes the counter for Zerg different. So if they scout it, you always want the third barracks to be further away. So the Zerg will respond as if you're doing a proxy 2-rax, while you're actually doing a proxy 3-rax. And the difference is that against a proxy 3-rax, you want to maybe take a slower approach, go on one base, make a roach war, and against proxy 2-rax, you always want to hold the natural. Now, I have my first Marine, so I'm already going to go here. I know it might be confusing to learn all these cheeses with all the different details and execution, so if you guys are going to copy cheeses, I would definitely recommend to learn them maybe one at a time. But why is that Overlord here? Why? Why does he want to lose an Overlord for no reason? I mean, sure. Oh no, I showed my... That's a big mistake. I showed my third SCV. That is actually a big mistake. You guys are like, who cares? But now he knows that I have a third barrack, so that's actually a bit bad. There is a spine crawler on the way, so I'm gonna bunker this closer. If there's no spine, you have no hurry, but against the spine, you usually want to get your bunker set up a little bit closer. Now, this bunker is gonna finish, so I can just stay here in this corner, and the Zerg is gonna be very sad about pulling his workers. Because, yeah, this just doesn't work. Like, I should target the links, though. There we go. Yeah. This is just painful for the Zerg. You can never pull against the full bunker, guys. This looks like the kind of game after which you would be a bit salty. Because this is... I feel like this is just a shitty way to lose a ladder game, you know? Yeah. I knew it. I just predicted it. It's just... I just felt the salt. I don't know if you guys felt the same, but I just felt the salt coming. Like, I started getting taste in the mouth and stuff. Like, this was just pure salt. Alright, well, now you guys know how to proxy rax. You're welcome. I think we have time for more games, though, so let's go. Another Zerg player. Okay. Well, we've done all the proxy raxes. I guess we don't have cheeses left, guys. Let's surrender. Now, on this map, you can actually go for Mass Reapers. I did already kind of do the Mass Reaper strat. I would love to do it again. So I'm trying to think of another strat I could do. Let's see. I think I have a little bit of a crazy idea that could work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna play 2-rax Reaper. And then I'm gonna try to do some kind of weird Hellbat follow-up. I feel like I've seen a build vaguely like that. Probably not quite the same. But it does sound like something that could work to me. Maybe if I can like trim the queen count a little bit with the Reapers. And then get in there with the Hellbats. That could actually work. Now, I'm just not sure if the timings work out. Oh, there's a spot on my back that I can't reach. That's itchy. Top 3 worst feelings in the world. Anyway. Yeah, the timings might be a little bit scuffed because I'm freestyling this a little bit. But maybe that makes it even better, you know. Who knows. I do think in general 2-rax Reaper builds are probably not my favorite. Like if you want to play mass Reapers, I would recommend you do the same as I did in a previous episode, where I just went for a 3-rax Reaper into the 5-rax Reaper with +1, because despite the nerfs and despite no one using it, I actually think 3-rax Reaper is still a pretty potent build. I think there's a lot you can do with that. If you want to try mass Reapers, I would still recommend this. But if this build ends up coming out super dank, then you might as well give this a try, right? We'll see. Now, normally on this map, if you play 2-rax Reaper, you can actually make the barracks here. Because this map has a little bit of a weird path where you can take this route and just jump into the main in the back. And I feel like that's usually what people do as well. Now, can I make the depot with this one? Yeah, Reapers actually take ages to build. 32 seconds. The Reaper takes the same amount of time to build as a siege tank. I feel like I've said so many random facts like that after looking at the time of how long units take to build, and every time again I learn more about how long units take to build relative to other units, and I feel like we've had some crazy facts here, like that a battlecruiser takes the same time to build as 1.5 Thors or something like that. Like that was also pretty crazy. Now I do have to make my second gas soon. Maybe I should have made it before my base here. Yeah, who cares? Hey, that's not a hatch first. Yeah. Okay. This guy has 6 Zerglings and a queen. So his opener is pretty good against mine. Or at least he's gonna be safe. It doesn't necessarily have to be good, but at least he's gonna be safe. I kind of feel like I should probably make a bunker here, because with 2-rax Reaper you cannot really defend all-ins properly. So it's probably better if I give myself the best chance possible. Yeah, so it is roaches. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a rough one. I'm gonna do a YOLO move here. I'm gonna try to complete that bunker instead. I might actually make another barracks. Like, I'm never gonna get a freaking factory unit in time for this, you know. Maybe with some really good micro. I can make something out. This is gonna be a tough one, guys, not gonna lie. This is actually gonna be a little bit of a tough hold here. Can I yeah, it's gonna let me pass, looks like. Barely. Okay. Now this bunker, he actually let me finish his bunker, which is good news. I mean, it's not going to defend everything probably, but it is definitely going to help me out a little bit. There we go. Obviously, oh, good target fire by him, but even better target fire by me. Hahaha, let's go. Now you can unload them a little bit, throw some grenades. Yeah, the micro here was clean, guys. What can I say? This was clean micro. This is the kind of micro I would be proud of. Now, hopefully he made even more units, because if you committed harder to this, he might actually not be in that good of a spot. Let's see. There's no units here. I could do the YOLO move. I'm just going to do the YOLO move. I'm going to switch into Marines now. Now, how can I follow this up? This is basically a decoy bunker at this point. I have a sick idea, actually. There was a time where after I got all in, I would go for double starport BC. Because they usually would not have the same setup as they usually would, you know? Like, they won't have as many queens and spores and stuff. But I can out-micro and kill him here. Oh, he does have a Ravager. Dude, how are these both 1 HP? There we go. Oh my god, they're all alive. What? How? Okay, yeah, I guess... Good micro. Thank you. Oh, what a nice guy. Unholdable, what a lad. Alright, so I was about to go double BC, but I was prevented because he died instead. Now, I feel like this episode fell short, but we actually played like 5 games. They were just really fast. Alright, well, a little bit of a special episode. way less stressful and way less mental breakdown inducing than the last one. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Make sure to like the video if you did, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.